What up, what up, what up? We are back. You gotta love it. Well, FOMC minutes. Apparently, some upside here. Right off of 25,089.75, chat. Opening range candles low. You gotta love it. So the market is responding well to that release. Getting some uppity up kind of price movement here. We're stuck right now. Looks like a range forming. Yeah, looks like we're trying to break out of that range down to the upside. So we are back for the afternoon session, chat. Make no mistake about it. As we get some upside movement here, let's see. Let's kind of see where you got a nice bottom wick and about a 37-point pop to the upside currently at the moment. 5-minute chart. So we know that prior to lunch, we had basically the start, guys, of the V-shaped recovery. It kind of took place. We had selling pressure to the downside. We had a reaction back to opposite direction. Price is now starting to kind of put in some bullish structure right off the opening range candles low. So this is your 5-minute chart, and we are currently kind of putting in higher highs, guys. So that's bullish. We know we just had the FOMC minutes get released at 2 o'clock. That was your red folder news. So we'll see what happens as this candle kind of closes out, right? You got about a minute, 20 seconds left, 5-minute chart. Yeah, we had pizza for lunch. It was way better than Whole Foods, I'll tell you that. Will not be going back to Whole Foods for their pizza, so they dropped the ball. So I can't recommend them to you, chat. It would be wrong of me, against my moral compass, to recommend Whole Foods, at least the one here in the area, for pizza for lunch, because you're probably going to be disappointed. So yeah, let's go. All right, you got about 25 seconds left, current 5-minute candle, chat. Pretty violent. Decent pop here to the upside, sitting at 25,116. Getting ready to close out here. Got about a 30-point pop off the opening range low. That's bullish. So now you're kind of waiting to see how this sets up, right? Because if we're going to extend higher, you want to see this current candle that just opened up 5-minute chart, guys, push down, form a bottom wick, and then expand higher to the upside. This is your 15-minute chart. So longs are looking more and more convincing here, guys, for more continuation. Just trying to be patient. You got a bullish EMA cross that just basically formed on the 5-minute chart. You like that if you're a bull. See how we had the downside pressure kind of step into the market. Market pushes up, kind of forms a W pattern. Right? You had a drop here, kind of like the base kind of being formed, and then you get more continuation up. to the upside. So let's see how this kind of plays out. We are back. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. Got to keep the streak alive. We hit 3,000 likes this morning on the stream. I appreciate the support, guys. Trying to get 1,000 likes this afternoon. That'll put us at 4,000 likes on the day. Keep the streak alive. You got to love it. And we're going to see what we can get this afternoon. Hopefully the price action is decent for these last like 2 hours of the market being open. You have to be bullish until otherwise, guys, because we're taking out previous candles highs. You know, 30-minute chart. 1 hour chart looks like it wants to pop here back to the upside as well. So you're kind of watching this level up here, 25,140 area, right? That would be like the next level if they're able to push it. And you're getting a bullish response right off the EMA, 14 EMA. So I'm leaning towards bullish momentum here to the upside, chat. As long as price can continue with momentum. Targeting up here, at least short-term target, 5-minute chart. So that's how I would have to play it until something else kind of steps up in the market to make me want to feel bearish. Almost like a W pattern. Kind of curl over, and then all of a sudden we're sitting up here at 25,160. So trying along here, guys. Let's see if we get momentum to this level. Not going to give this a lot of room, so don't feel like you have to take this trade, guys. Obviously, we're not a signal service either way, but I'm not going to give this a ton of room here. I want to see continuation up towards 140 area. Entry was 123, so let's see if we get a pop here to these highs. Up towards like 154. We'll find out. We get 10 points. That might be all right. There's 130. See if we got more in the tank here. Wanted to kind of take off. If it starts pulling back, I'm going to close it out, guys. Look for maybe a deeper retracement entry for more longs, right off the EMA, because I got in basically as a breakout trade. It was up like 7 or 8 points, and then now you're getting a pullback, so I'm gonna scrap it. Not gonna give it enough room to kind of come back down and chop me out. So you had about 7 points on the pop. Took it off. And if we start to kind of push back above the previous candle's high of 132, there could be another entry for me, right? Wasn't gonna give this a lot of room to get chopped out. Had about 7 or 8 points on the push, and then you had a pullback. And that bottom wick is already formed, so ideally you want it to go and not stall out here. So right now you're getting a bit of a retracement. You already bought. I'll take your W2 points. Yeah. So remember, guys, so you got to take what you can get in this kind of market. We had a breakout to the upside. You don't have to really, right? At the end of the day, you got an account here that was traded for profit of almost $2,800, guys. There's really no reason to kind of, right? Give me 1 second. Tried to play the upside break, and we didn't get follow through. It was up like 7 points. Didn't like the price action, closed it. It is what it is. Move on to the next trade. I still feel it goes to 149. Looks weak. Probably a short here using prop account or your own. Yeah, this is Lucid accounts, guys. This isn't my live account. Haven't really traded a live account, to be honest. And right now, price is just kind of hanging out, no follow through, right? So that was the initial long, was up like 7 or 8 points, and that's pretty much it. That's all you got. So just got to be patient. Let's see if we get something different. We know we had the news candle basically at 2 o'clock, guys. Wanted continuation up to that 140 area and didn't get it. So we'll see. Made $1,200 for the day. I'm out. You guys have fun. Yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with that, because guess what? Who knows if we're going to get decent price action this afternoon or not. So might not be a bad kind of thought process. See you. Somebody said, I hope there is, fingers crossed. Yeah. I mean, the way that this works, guys, is that we know that we were able to catch some pretty decent shorts in the morning. And then you had, right? Basically, we were able to catch some of these shorts to the downside. Then you had the bullish momentum that kind of stepped into the market. And right now, the bulls are back in control until you start taking out previous candles lows on the lower time frame. Right? So we just had an expansion up, got a bullish EMA cross that just formed. So you're looking for longs. The only issue here is that how long is that going to last? Right? How long is that uptrend going to last? So need to be patient. Let's see if we can get follow through here. for a kind of take me higher scenario back above 25,130. And it's looking like they want to push it. Here we go. Here's the action. Right back up. 15-minute candle has 13 minutes left. There's a lot of time left, guys. In this current 15-minute candle to kind of pop that previous candle's high. So the area that I got mapped out here, that would be like the initial target. That's the area that I initially wanted on that long. You just didn't get the follow through. What time frame do you enter on? 5-minute chart, typically. Did you get that salty pizza, my boy? No, I did not. Went to a different spot called Sicilian. I think it's called Sicilian Oven, chat. Really good. So longs are looking more promising after that retracement here, chat. There it is. There's the high. There's the high pop, previous candle high. So, you know, we needed a retracement. We needed a retracement to go higher. Sometimes that's how it is. So if we're able to kind of get back above this like 131 area, you're targeting 150 or higher, chat, right? 25,000, like 156. Oh, man. You gotta love X, chat. I just read that a woman got arrested for refusing to return $19,400 after being accidentally paid $1,650 per hour for a 12-hour shift instead of $16.50 per hour. She now faces felony charges. You gotta love it. Oh, man. She said, it's my money, I'm keeping it. Look at the sell-off here, chat. Cray with little Ray Ray. There's your volatility if you've ever seen it. $75 point drop right back down. You gotta love it. Good thing I wasn't long there. Ceasefire about to break. All right, yeah, let's check that out. So was that a news? That was news there, chat. Ceasefire. Oh man, here we go. Let's go. Iran closed the strait, chat. So it looks like Iran closed the strait. So there goes your bullish momentum. FOMC was actually at 2 o'clock. That was that little pop that we had. So yeah, you're looking now, guys. You can't be bullish at the moment. You just had. Let me pull this up. Yeah, I know. Yep. Massive dump. Yep. So, all right. So here we go. So you basically had talks of Iran kind of tightening its grip. You had the FOMC release at 2 o'clock. And I'm checking this. Give me 1 second here, chat. Let's pull this up. Yeah, it says Iran closes strait in response to Israeli attacks per AP reports, guys. So that also came out. So just kind of keep that in mind that we could be in for some volatility here. Definitely not bullish. That's not bullish news, guys. So I would say, I'll be honest, chat, might be a good time right now to stay. If you're green on the day, you might want to be a little smart here and not go willy-nilly here, chat, because if you were trading last night, there was a lot of volatility when some of these news releases got released. We just had basically 215, right? Here you go. Here's a 70-point drop on a 5. You know, actually, I'll take that back, guys. Over 70 points. So you had about 100-point drop on that last 5-minute candle, chat, to the downside. So definitely probably want to be smart here and be patient. And there's nothing wrong with being a little sensible here. Somebody saying UAE strike an oil refinery in Iran, and Iran retaliated on an oil refinery in UAE. So that's what somebody's stating in the chat. See if I can. All right, so there's a White House kind of press conference thing going on here. Let me switch to this real quick, guys.
Yesterday marked the very first conviction under the Take It Down Act, landmark legislation that First Lady Melania Trump played an instrumental role in getting.
Yeah, so let's pull that up, guys. So we had you had basically this kind of like press conference.
Everybody. Good to see all of you here today. Before I discuss the ceasefire with Iran, I have a quick update from the First Lady of the United States. Yesterday marked the very first conviction under the Take It Down Act, landmark legislation that First Lady Melania Trump played an instrumental role in getting passed that protects victims from non-consensual AI-generated sexually explicit images, cyber stalking, and threats of violence.
Yeah, I know that's all. I'm gonna watch a few minutes of it though,
because I didn't catch it. I know the president is very proud
I'll switch back,
of his wife's efforts in getting this critical
I'm not gonna watch the whole
legislation
thing. It's like 20 minutes.
America's youth. So we thank the First Lady for her efforts, and we
I
hope
want to
that
try to
others
see.
will report
I really
on
want to
this
find that
historic
new news that
conviction
just came out. Give me one second.
With respect to the 2-week ceasefire announced by President Trump last night, this is a victory for the United States of America that the president and our incredible military made happen. From the very beginning of Operation Epic Fury, President Trump stated this would be a 4 to 6 week military operation to dismantle the military threat posed by the radical Islamic Iranian regime. Thanks to the unbelievable capabilities of America's war fighters, the United States has achieved and exceeded those core military objectives in just 38 days. The U.S. military destroyed Iran's defense industrial base, crushing the regime's ability to manufacture weapons that they and their proxies use to maim and kill Americans and terrorize the world. Iran's ability to build and stockpile ballistic missiles and long-range drones has also been set back by years compared to
Iran
where it was
saying
6
ceasefire
weeks
is not
ago
possible now.
prior to
Yeah.
the launch of Operation Epic Fury. We destroyed the vast
That's
majority of Iran's ballistic missiles, launcher vehicles,
so
and
look out here,
long-range
chat,
attack drones
because
through
this
more
is
than
not
450 strikes
you gotta love it,
on
man.
ballistic missiles and approximately 800 strikes on Iran's drone launching units and storage facilities. In total, more than 13,000
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch a couple more
across
minutes of this,
Iran
guys, and
were
we'll
struck.
switch back to the charts. I
Again,
just
this
want to
is
see
in
what
the
she
matter
said,
of
and
just
then
38
we know that
days.
Iran basically said the
Meanwhile,
ceasefire is not
the
possible
Iranian
now.
Navy was completely
So that's what's gonna
annihilated.
obviously
The
cause some
United States
volatility in the market.
destroyed
More than likely to the
naval
downside.
vessels
We just
in
had a
total,
100-point drop on
including
one candle.
16
So
entire classes of Iranian warships. Despite once being the largest undersea force in the Middle East, Iran now has 0 submarine vessels. 97% of Iran's once massive inventory of more than 5,000 naval mines has also been targeted and destroyed. Iran's air forces are functionally and operationally irrelevant at this point, after the United States maintained total air dominance over their country for weeks on end. To underscore the significance of this, before Operation Epic Fury, the Iranian Air Force would fly between 30 to 100 flights per day. Today, that number is 0. Iran's ability to fund and support its terrorist proxies has been greatly reduced. At this point, Iran can no longer distribute weapons to its proxies in the region. And most importantly, Iran will not be able to acquire nuclear weapons. Prior to the start of this successful operation, Iran was aggressively expanding its short-range ballistic missile arsenal.
Sometimes no position is a position.
Navy, Iran was attempting to build a military buildup around their country that would pose an imminent and existential threat. You
just had a random 100-point drop on a candle, and you want to know if you should buy or sell.
The free world.
That kind of tells you that
Iran was pursuing this dangerous and aggressive strategy for
probably got to be a little bit more
to hold the entire world hostage
cautious
to
of
its terrorist
what's
ambitions.
happening.
The Iranians
So I'm only gonna.
I
got about a minute left here, guys, on this news thing. I know this was released a little earlier, so I'm just trying to hear, kind of get a gist of what she said, and then we'll flip over, try to find some more current news.
But their murderous and evil plans have been blown up, quite literally and figuratively, along with their military, their nuclear program.
So clearly, this is she's referring more to the initial ceasefire that was kind of given yesterday, last night, right? However, we know that Iran just basically came out and said that it's not possible. So, or going to be a little bit more difficult. So,
to move around their country freely and meet openly. Thanks to the unmatched excellence of our warriors at the direction of the Commander-in-Chief, the world has just witnessed a historically swift and successful military triumph. President Trump started Operation Epic Fury with strategic military objectives, and the United States has clearly achieved them. As we mark this progress, we also remember and honor the 13 American heroes who laid down their lives in this noble effort. I know President Trump and our grateful nation honors their ultimate sacrifice, and we will never forget them. May God bless their families. The valiant efforts of all of our incredible service members created maximum leverage for the President of the United States, allowing he and his leadership team to engage in tough negotiations over the past couple of weeks that have now created an opening for a diplomatic
serious question, is your hair legit? Yes, it is.
The President's maximum pressure and the leverage created by the success of Operation Epic Fury led to the Iranian regime asking for and ultimately agreeing to a ceasefire proposal with the United States.
Guys, it doesn't matter if it's old news. I literally said that I wanted to watch a few minutes of what was released, and this literally came out 29 minutes ago.
Iran has agreed to open the Strait of Hormuz.
Come on,
and
man.
As the President said, we have received a proposal from the Iranians that has been determined to be a workable basis on which to negotiate.
So I wanted to hear the tone that she was basically speaking in, guys, right? We know that was released probably about 30 minutes to 45 minutes ago, chat. Just wanted to hear what she was saying, and now we know that we had some news that came out. Trying to read this. So right now it's kind of being, I guess, classified as delicate, guys. Delicate as far as that reopening. So, made no mistake about it, we could be in for more volatility. Did not see that on lunch, guys, so wanted to catch up on it. So if you're disappointed that in regards to that, hey. The chat, man, is undefeated, man. Iran's parliament speaker, bilateral ceasefire or negotiations is unreasonable. Yeah, see, so this is where somebody said this is the Magna channel. Guys, this is not the Magna channel. I'm basically just covering what I see and what's being released. That's it. I don't We are obviously based here in the US though, if that's what you're getting at. But clearly, right, we're based in the United States. So I don't know what you mean by that comment, but I'm literally turning on the news, guys. That's it. Big Brawly Man says that his hair is real. I have felt it. No, you have not, sir. So we're going to give you an official timeout here. We're going to give you, Big Brawly Man. I feel like you've been gone for a little while. So we're going to give you a 10-minute timeout, sir, for the violation there, saying that you felt D-Money's hair. No, you have not, sir. So that's no. That's not 10 seconds. We're going to give him a 10-minute timeout. Big Brawly needs to chill out, guys. He's starting to cross the line here. Starting to cross the line. Big Brawly, we'll see you in 10 minutes, but I definitely feel violated here. So we had to get the message across, guys, that if you cross the line, that is a major violation. So, oh man, somebody said 10 days. No, we're not going to give him 10 days, but feel a little violated there. Saying that he felt D-Money's hair. But yeah, chat, this is real. I don't know why does my hair look fake? I don't get it. You gotta love it. D-Money, why so sensitive? Oh man. So guys, I pointed this out yesterday. Let me make sure that I'm clear on that, chat. Because there's some people out there, they see me giving somebody a timeout. Keep in mind, chat, it's part of entertainment for the stream. So although I don't rock with the guys, I still just want to keeping it fun and keeping it light, chat. So that's all that it is. I'm not when you see me giving somebody a timeout for a violation, it's just fun and games, guys. But Big Brawly has violated multiple times, chat. If you're aware of Big Brawly's history, he's been a common offender of D-Money's personal space. So happy belated birthday. Shout out to Bria for the belated birthday wish. I appreciate it. Bring Miguel to the BDH. Yeah, I know, right? All right, guys. So you're getting some pullback here. 5-minute chart. I would not be looking for longs at the moment. You're getting talks of a possibility of some stalling out here, or at least Iran kind of coming out and saying that they feel that the ceasefire is not reasonable. That's bearish, guys. That's not bullish. So I would not be looking for longs right now, to be honest. That's just my personal opinion. So if we can stay back below, you see how we're kind of building out here, chat? You had a high up here, 81, lower high, 74, current candles low, 71, current candles high, 71. So if we're starting to kind of build out here for some more downside, you want this to happen, right? You want lower highs and lower lows. So right now, if you're short bias, your stop probably needs to at least be back above the current candles high of 73, guys. And you're targeting down here back to the 30s, to be honest, right? But it's hard for me to want longs right now when that news just kind of came out. So what platform do you use when executing an order? Yeah, we leverage Tradeovate prop. That's the one and only prop firm of the BDH. You can see the banner up here as well, middle of the screen, left hand side of the screen towards the middle. We leverage Tradeovate prop. So we are back below the 50 EMA. We're back below the 14 EMA, chat. That's bearish. You got a bearish EMA cross as well. Obviously, because of that one candle, guys. 100-point candle on the 5-minute chart that closed out, that 215 candle. So let's try a short here, guys. Stop is going to be back above 72. Entry was 25,060, chat, targeting new lows. Let's kind of see if we can get there. This account's already green, guys. It's up over $2,700, so we'll see if we can get a flush of the lows. If we start popping the previous candle's highs, then I'm going to be out of the trade. Don't want that to happen. Want to target, right, basically here, 31 area from 60. Let's put a stop in here. So stop is going to be up here at 73, guys, right? Small stop, and you're targeting for new lows. If we lose 32, then you could be looking for more downside, to be honest, even lower, towards a 200 EMA at 25,012. So see how this plays out. Somebody said it's stuck again. Yeah, I know. But I mean, you have to be looking towards shorts though, guys, right? With that news, I'm not looking for buys. Even if it pops the previous candle's high, so be it, right? That's fine. Small stop, the account's already green. Saw the lower highs, guys, right? Can we at least get to 47, right? That would be right at the 200 EMA. Just need follow through here. Get the likes up. Yeah, if you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. Trying to get 1,000 likes. We got over 2,000 people tuning into the show, guys. We had over 3,000 likes this morning. Can we keep the streak alive and have 1,000 likes for the afternoon as well? We'll put us over 4,000 likes on the day. You gotta love it. All right, there's over 10 points, chat. Do they have enough to kind of... All right, there it is. So there you go. There's a tap of 48. Do they have a little bit more in the tank here to the downside, chat? $46. There's 15 points. You gotta love it. See, we got a little bit more here. All right, there's right at 20 points, guys, on the flush McGush. Make no mistake about it. There it is. There's 42. There's over 20 points. All right, there it is. There's a 20 over 25 points, guys. We will take that off. Make no mistake about it. You gotta love it. So, hey, do me a solid. Drop a W in the chat if you took the short call out. Over 25 points on the short there. You gotta love it. Saw the rejection. Lower high has been put in. 5-minute chart. Had to be patient, guys. So this account now is actually up almost $3,300 on the day. And you got a little bit more downside there, right? 25, there's 25,030. She gone. So you gotta love it. You keep up the good trades, D. Have to give you a smooch. Victor Torres, you're feeling, here we go. So yeah, you're going to get, I think this is might be your second one of the day. So we're going to give you a 10-second time out there, sir. I'm pretty sure you violated earlier today. If I'm not mistaken, my memory's pretty good, chat. So you got Big Brawley. He's getting ready to come back, guys. His 10 minutes is almost up. So hopefully he behaves. Somebody said to hold on to your shorts until tomorrow. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're prop trading, you can't hold after the market closes. You would have to re-enter basically at market open at 6 p.m. the way it works. So you're not able to do that when you're prop trading. You can't buy, short it now and ride it going into the close and then hope for a gap down at 6 p.m. etc. Right? You can't do that. So you got limitations on that. The chat gets aroused when it's done. Yeah, hey, something's going on. Time to lock that account. I know, right? So there is, all right, guys. So this is where we're at. We're kind of sitting here. Felt good about the shorts only because we started putting in lower highs. 5-minute chart, that's bearish. We're below all the EMAs, guys. And like I said, it's hard to want longs when that news is kind of got released, right? You got all these lower highs, chat. That's bearish. That's not bullish. And we had obviously that momentum candle here. That was 100 points. So you're looking for more downside. And there it is. There's 25,023, guys. It's still going. She gone. Downtown Julie Brown. D, are you ever nervous trading on stream? It must be scary knowing whenever you go live, big burly man is waiting. Oh, man, guys. All right, so there it is. More downside coming. More downside here, chat. So make no mistake about it that I believe the momentum has kind of shifted here because of that news that got released, chat. And you would have to be looking at the higher time frame. This is the 1 hour chart. You would have to be looking at this and kind of trying to say, okay, logically, where could we be headed if we're going to flush to the downside? Well, 25,930 could be in play. Lower 900s, chat. That's the closest area on the chart, on the 1 hour chart, that's had some kind of, if you want to call it, support. So we could be headed down there. Are you looking for a possible re-entry? If so, where are you looking to re-enter? Yeah. So if you're looking at the 5-minute chart and you didn't, if you held a short, obviously you could trail if you want to trail, right? To kind of lock in more profit on the way down. So, but I do feel that this box, right? Basically 25,000, right below 25,000 is the top of that gray box. Could be an area of interest. If we really get it pushing down, then you're looking, like I said earlier, lower 900s. 24,000 like 928. PW's actually, he's out in Cali, chat, so he'll be streaming sporadically as long as his schedule permits. More than likely maybe at night, who knows. You never know with PW, chat. Sometimes he he'll pop in sporadically and do something different. So, but right now he's out in Cali. I saw yesterday he was seems like he was getting fitted for a new race suit for the 500 that's coming up. You gotta love it. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You will get a notification when I'm live or when he's live. So, but I know he's in Cali for the rest of the week, chat. So if you're looking for, you want to know about a re-entry, you're looking for the momentum basically to the downside to kind of still be convincing. We just closed below the 14, we closed below in one candle, the 14 and 50. We just had a close at basically 240, guys, below the 200 EMA. So that's super bearish. So now, yeah, I mean, to be honest, you would be looking or almost expecting us to get down to the lower 900s. Maybe price pushes up, does a retracement, puts in another lower high, and then we expand back to the downside, right? So you don't want us back above 25,044, guys, right? Which is basically the 200 EMA. So if you're looking to short here, the entry would have been here at like 25,030, and your stop is probably above the previous candle's high at 25,045, and you're looking for a more downside towards the 900s. So that would be the game plan here, chat. You wanted to see price push up, form a top wick, and then we expand back to the downside, right? For new lows. Did you take the trade also because the momentum candle, we broke those two lows before, and because of the resistance with the wicks, you decided to go short? Yeah, I basically saw the lower highs. You see where the arrows are on the chart? There it is. There's the downside there, guys. Kind of stepping back into the market, right? All these lower highs below the EMAs kind of signified that we were ready to head lower. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? So yeah, you're targeting now, chat, into the 900s. All right, there's 25,002. So if you got short here, on that retracement, you're up about 30 points. And you want to see price kind of get inside of this gray box, which will put you 24,992 area. We're coming up on that time, chat, where you got basically, you're coming up on that last like 10 minutes before the 1 hour candle closes. So just be mindful of that, chat. A lot of times you do get a knee-jerk reaction back the opposite direction, but there it is. There's a 900s. Right above that box, chat, right? So there's your 24,996. You got to love it. Looks like we're sitting at 618 likes, guys. We need about 400 likes. We got 2,200 people tuned into the show. Caught out a pretty nice short opportunity. Felt pretty good about. You had a lot of lower highs up here. Tried to ride the momentum down to the downside. You had a break of the 200 EMA. We saw this earlier as well. And then you actually got the follow through. But basically from the 200 EMA, you had about a 50-point drop. Shout out to Quinn 444. Looks like he's up $500 on 5 accounts. Congrats. You did all the work though. I don't hit buy or sell for anybody, so congrats to you on that. Do I think it'll bounce? I mean, it could. You might get some kind of relief kind of bounce, right? But it's hard to be bullish right now, chat, when the 1 hour chart looks how it looks, right? This is the 1 hour chart. See how it's super bearish? I would be targeting, keep an eye out for this gray box, chat, inside of this gray box, right? 24,000, like 970, maybe even lower. Bottom of the box is 24,925. You know, now though, going into the candle closure, 1 hour candle closure, a lot of times you'll get a wick, kind of like a wiki wick, some wiki wick action, where prices start kind of bouncing back the opposite direction, trying to form some kind of bottom wick. So just be mindful of the time that we're currently at, guys. Doesn't mean that we can't go lower. It just means that a lot of times you'll get like some kind of reaction back up, and then the next candle continues to the downside. See how we're getting this pop? Came pretty close to the box, top of the box, right? 24,995. Top of the box is 24,993. So we came within like 2 points, guys. That's extremely close. And make no mistake about it, we still got over 2 minutes left on this current candle. So anything can happen. All right, there's lower 900s again, 24,997. Sitting right at the 50 EMA on the hourly chart. Yeah, I know, but 50 EMA on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, 50 for me is a lot lower, but that 1 hour chart looks heavy to me, guys. Like there's more downside coming. I'm just being honest. Yeah, they might mean the 21 EMA, Chris. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There has to be another setup. It has to be another EMA setting. So, because that's not the. I don't see that on my 1 hour chart. $14. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And we're not trying to give you a hard time about it. I'm just saying it wasn't there, right? So. I don't even see that on the, yeah. I don't see, yeah. I don't know. Maybe your settings are off. All right, so there you go. There's 24,987, guys. Keep in mind, I was kind of calling out the middle of this box. Get you to probably 24,970 or lower. There's nothing telling me to go for longs at the moment, chat. More downside here. I gotta stop trying to fade the momentum. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way on that, guys. A lot of times, you know, you're kind of, I was taking some of these losses and you're like, you know, what's going on? Why am I, you know, and a lot of times you're going against the grain, so to speak, right? So the momentum right now is clearly to the downside, chat. So whether or not you want to admit it or not, that's a different story, because, you know, a lot of times people love to be, you know, they hate to be wrong. So they can't, you know, that's a hard part of trading sometimes, chat, right? It's like, it's hard to admit that you're wrong. Maybe your bias is off a little. So you keep trying to buy, you know, try to take longs. And when you see a 100-point candle to the downside, chat, that closed below 2 EMAs, and you start seeing all these lower highs, lower high, where these arrows are, and we close below the 200, look out to the downside more times than not, chat. Doesn't mean it's going to happen 100% of the time, but this is news related, guys. Keep that in mind. This is news related. So if you're trying to get long right now, you're basically saying that the news does not matter to the market, or that it has no impact on the market, where clearly it does, right? Because we're selling off. So just kind of keep that in mind. Yeah, so yeah, you know, and there's nothing wrong with waiting out, chat, right? Called out shorts already. If you took the shorts, congrats, you made money. Saw a lot of W's in the chat, right? Called out shorts from all the way up here at 25,050 area, guys, right? So you guys already know that. We saw the break of the 200, etc., and then you had to drop to the downside. So now there's nothing wrong with being patient. You let the 1 hour candle close out. Yeah, right? If that's going to close super bearish, which currently right now it's looking extremely bearish, there could be more downside to come. So you got about 2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the current 1 hour chart. It did its thing. Now the 1 hour needs to close, and here we are, super bearish. Yeah, I agree. But all right, so if you guys notice, this was not hindsight, chat. This box that I drew out, keep that in mind, guys. This was not hindsight. This was the area of interest that I talked about, that if the momentum gets flowing to the downside, look out. And we're sitting inside of that box, chat, at 970. Flush McGush, yeah, she gone. Because you got to understand, chat, we had a 900 plus point pop, or right at 900 points, right, on the news that, hey, everything's going good and we got 2 weeks, etc., for Iran, you know, ceasefire and all that. Now all of a sudden you got Iran coming out saying that, hey, that might be a little bit more difficult to kind of make happen. That's the market. And make no mistake about it, chat, there could be some volatility tonight as well at market open at 6 p.m. Because all of a sudden now, you know, we're kind of, the tune has changed a little bit, right? So that is something that's very concerning, to be honest. If you're a bull, you got to be concerned. This is just basically a support area, guys. This is not a fair value gap. I don't trade fair value gaps. I simply went to the higher time frame. This is the 1 hour chart, and I drew out the support basically that this technically should be if price is going to hold, right? So that would be like an area where price, if they're going to put it, if it's going to get momentum to the downside, this could be an area that it would be headed to, right? And clearly that's what has played out, because we're inside of that box. All right, so this is we're at 3 o'clock time, so this is that we're officially in power hour, chat. We had a pretty bearish 1 hour candle that just closed out. This is the new 1 hour candle. So you still got the low down here that was not taken so far. Could easily happen now. 24,926. So is price gonna push up, form some kind of top wick, and then expand lower? We're gonna find out. I would probably lean towards yes, that we're going to break the bottom of that box, guys, right? Doesn't have to happen right now, though, but it could very well. So you will want some kind of top wick form, 5-minute chart, and then you get the continuation to the downside here. 4-hour chart, if we break that low, guys, of the box, you have a lot of room to 24,730, guys. 14 EMA, 4-hour chart. So keep that in mind. So the last time we were down here towards these lows, guys, we had a pretty expansive pop of about 230 points back the opposite direction. So need to be mindful of that and kind of see how price, give it some time to kind of set up here. Let's see if we're able to, you know, to maybe push up, form some kind of top wick and expand lower, or are we going to start popping previous candles highs? Do you trade Michelin? Do you trade other sessions as well? So yeah, I trade the US Open. So PW is out this week. Typically he trades the 9 o'clock, trades the 9:30 Open, right? And then I'll typically come on immediately after PW, but he's out in Cali this week. So, but yeah, typically we, either PW or myself, we're live at 9 a.m. No later than 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. So we trade the morning session, and then been also doing the afternoon session 2 to 4. So you gotta love it. So it sounds like you might be new to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you hit the subscribe button and the notification button, you'll get an alert every time that we're live. Make no mistake about it. And it looks like we're at 2,400 people tuned into the show, guys. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Trying to get that 1,000 likes. Dropped a lot of sauce here as far as market structure, in my opinion. Kind of played out perfectly to the downside. Now we're in this support level, support area, right? So you're looking to see if price has enough momentum to kind of bounce from here, right? This is the first 5-minute candle of the new 1-hour chart, so. Trying to get that 1,000 likes. That will put us over 4,000 on the day chat. Trying to keep the streak alive. Trading during a war is some cray-cray. Best guess trading, yeah. So I mean, you need to probably, if you're gonna trade, nobody says you have to trade, right? But if you're gonna trade, you need to have a stop loss in place. And if you kind of notice up here, I literally said if price, you know, you put a short in, if it gets back above the previous candle high, you're gonna be out of the trade. So you can kind of map out and have a measured stop loss here, guys, right? Some of these trades, if you're getting in at 13, stop is 29, you got a 15-point stop. That's actually good reward, risk reward. Doesn't mean that now we know that there's a lot of volatility. Price can blow right through those stops. We know that, guys. If the wrong tweet comes out or the right tweet comes out, and you know, because it works both ways. But you know, just being mindful of that. That's all. The account's green either way, guys, right? So I'm not, you know, trading one contract, giving it, you know, 10, 15 points is not gonna, you know, that's just what it is. The account's up almost $3,300. So it's not like it's, you know, anything crazy. So yeah, we could do that. We could drop a poll for power hour. Let's see what you guys think, right? Up or down for power hour, guys. So I would have to say that right now I'm obviously bearish, guys, at the moment, right? So I just dropped a poll in the chat. Let's see how you guys are feeling out there, up, down, or all around. So up, down, or chop. So 61% right now, right out the gate, 100 votes. Feel like we are going down. Now, chat, that does not mean that we won't get bounces, right? So I think we got to be clear on that. Even if we get some retracements to the upside, maybe up to 25,020 area, right? Put in another higher low or lower high, sorry, and then we sell back off. That's possible as well. But this is an area that we bounced from the last time we were in this gray box from a support standpoint, right? You look immediately to the left, you had that 1055 5-minute candle, put in a nice bottom wick of about 62 points, and then we had some expansion back up. So we're having a reaction so far back up. Depends on news tonight. Yeah, I know. Cakers, DMONEY just got off work. You still trading? LOL. Yeah, I'll be here till 4 o'clock, chat. That's normally the schedule I do when PW's out of town. So he's out in Cali, right? So I try to do my best to hold down the fort. And so it's typically 9:30 to, or 9 o'clock to 12:30, and then 2 to 4. Had a pretty nice short there, guys, right? Pretty clean to the downside off the 5-minute chart. Saw the breakaway kind of breaking out to the downside. We had that momentum candle, and then now you're kind of being patient to see how this sets up. You got to, right? We just popped the previous candle's high, so that's not bearish. That's actually kind of like bullish price action. You got a higher low as well right now. So you need to be patient, in my opinion, and kind of see how this forms out, chat. For the potential for a next setup. Out of town, Charlie Brown. What's the news for tonight? Yeah, there's no scheduled news, but we know that there's a lot of volatility based off of the fact that, okay, we had the ceasefire talks last night. It was released that Iran was given 2 extra weeks, and then today we had this drop because sounds like Iran was saying that, hey, that's not going to be, that's not realistic. So now for all the bulls out there, 25% of the chat so far that voted, keep in mind, chat, like who wants to hold this going into the market close today, not knowing what's going to happen at 6 p.m. Just keep that in mind, chat. Doesn't mean that we can't get a pop. Doesn't mean that, there could be a tweet that comes out that says that, hey, because if it's very strange that there was a lot of people that were bearish going into the close yesterday, guys, kind of like saying like, oh, well, what if there isn't a deal? What if there isn't a ceasefire? And Trump, decides to bomb, all of Iran, right? Or whatever the case may be, guys. So there was a lot of people that were bearish, had the bearish mindset, and then all of a sudden we get a 900 point pop, guys, basically, right? On a crazy move, because it's like, hey, 2 week, basically time frame granted. So it's just funny how that works out, that it basically did the opposite of what a lot of people thought was going to happen. Then they announced 2 hours early. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Tim. I agree. All right, so you're getting a pop here, chat. You're getting a pop out of this area. So keep in mind, this is, like I said, looking to the left. We had a pop here the last time we were in this area, right back up. So pretty decent reaction here, about 64 points. $14 EMA sitting at 25,019. V-shaped recovery kind of happening right now in the 5-minute chart. And we're sitting at almost 900 likes, guys. We're almost there. Do me a solid. We gave away 20 accounts today. We're gonna keep the love going. You never know what you're gonna get at the BDH. So I do plan tomorrow, guys. Be trading my Warbucks accounts. Make no mistake about it. So we'll have some fun with that. Trying to see if I can catch some of this volatility in the crypto market. Yeah, if somebody's saying that, yeah, this box was I don't recall saying 700, but oh no. So I know exactly what you're referring to. Yeah, so this box was drawn out, guys. This was the 1 hour support level that was kind of drawn out off the 1 hour chart. So we got inside of that level. I said if momentum continued to the downside, you would be looking at the 50 EMA, guys, on the 1 hour chart could be the next level that you may get a bounce from, right? If they flush it. See how we're right there towards that 24,737. That's where I'm getting that level from, guys, right? If they decide to flush it. Because we're right at the 50 EMA on the 30-minute chart. And the closest EMA, guys, the way that I trade is that you go EMA to EMA, right? When prices of momentum, it's going to travel between the EMAs. So if you've already hit the 14 and the 50 EMA, then you're targeting the next closest EMA, and that's the 1 hour chart, chat. Sitting here, right? Like that 730 area. That's where I'm getting that. That's not a random number. It's quite a bit of, it's obviously there's some distance, gonna take a lot of momentum to kind of get there, but that's what I was looking at. Chip 96, I see now. Yeah, that's all it was. That's where I got that 736. So yeah, you're kind of watching here, chat, because you want to know if we're able to get back above the 14 EMA or not, right? Because that's been, if you notice, we had all these rejections where my cursor is currently kind of hanging out. See that, right? So now the thought process would be, if we're going to remain bearish, well, you don't want us to get back above this 14 EMA sitting at 25,020. So this would be like an area where you want to start seeing the bears step back in and take us back inside of this gray box, guys, to kind of drift lower to the downside. We just popped the previous candle's high, but we did it very early inside of the 5-minute candle. So if you notice, the 5-minute candle has only been open for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So a lot of times when you pop that high, guys, of the candle, the previous 5-minute candle, or higher time frame candle right at the open of the candle, then you're going to head the opposite direction. In this case, it would be back down, right, to the downside. So need to be patient and see how this plays out on this current candle. All right, now you're getting some selling pressure stepping in. Somebody was saying, like, do they exit a short? Guys, this is not a signal service. We're not here to tell you when to buy and sell. I'm simply kind of breaking down what I see in the market and why I'm taking these setups, right? So you got to decide when you're exiting your trades. But right now I do see that we are getting a rejection, right? We're getting a pretty strong rejection right out the 14. So that's bearish. So you have to like that as a bear, chat. This reaction, right? You got 2 minutes left on the current candle. We're right back inside of the gray box. So price push down, pushes back up, does a retracement, and then gets rejected for new lows. Is what I'm kind of sniffing out at the moment. Just tell me what to click D. I know, right? Falcon, did you say short? Oh, man. Yeah, bears are back in control at the moment, guys. They are back in control because we're back inside of the box. That's bearish. And we just attempted to kind of flush that low. So bears are in control at the moment, chat. You are looking for a continuation here, possibly down below 950. Right, the momentum is going to continue here to the downside. You got 40 seconds left on the current candle though, right? So this current 5-minute candle, you got about 40 seconds left for this candle to close out. If it closes with a pretty strong body to the downside, right, bearish body, and it stays inside of this box, then yeah, you would be targeting more downside. So need to kind of wait and be patient, see how this plays out on the candle closure, right? Because they could yoke this back in the last 15 seconds, the opposite direction. So, but bears are looking like they are in control here, and could be targeting new lows. All right, 2 seconds left. You want this new candle to push up, form some kind of top wick, and then flush to the downside here, guys. We just had the rejection of the EMA, so that shouldn't hold us back. And, you know, you would be targeting towards new lows. Gonna try a short. Entry was 974. Gonna try to target down here to like 950. See if we get it, guys. Kind of playing into the rejection area. Now, the entry is not the best here because we didn't get a deep retracement. So, but just kind of playing into the thought process that we've already retested the 14 EMA and we're going to flush lower. That's what I would want ideally, right, chat? So now we don't have a top wick, so I am cautious of that. The 5-minute chart doesn't have a top wick, guys. You need to follow through to kind of step in here. Don't want to get chopped. Was up a few points and it's looking like it's kind of wanting to push back up, maybe form that top wick before expanding lower, but we'll see. And this is the area, like this 24,000, like 944 could be in play, 949. They just need to flush this now, right? You want to see it kind of happen quick here, not stall out. There's 970. All right, there was over 5 points. $967. And I would say take profit whenever you want to take profit, guys. Want to try to pick up at least 10 points, but it's kind of stalling here. But you would expect you would want new lows because we had a hard time kind of popping to the upside. All right, there's 10 points, right at 10 points, guys. You gotta love it, over 10 points. All right, all right, all right. You gotta love it. We'll take that there, guys, right? You had right at 15 points on the short, and I would say keep an eye out here for 952 area. Could be a possibility for more downside. There's 960. So if you took the short call out there, drop a W in the chat, and there is the 950s, guys, right? There's 958. Had right at 15 points on the drop. We'll take it. Oh man, you gotta love it. We're almost at 1,000 likes, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button. We got almost 20, we got 20, right at 2,500 people tuned into the show. So just called out another winning trade. You gotta love it. So the account's up $3,200, guys. We'll take it. If you were rocking out with me earlier today during the morning session, you saw that had multiple trades that got chopped on, guys. Had to fight back. Finally got some decent price action. Was trying to take shorts and got chopped a few times, and finally got the breakthrough to the downside on the morning stream, and then just been grinding pretty much all day. It is what it is. We're right at 1,000 likes, chat. So we are at 990 likes. Do me a solid if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Do you analyze your trades after a session? That's a good question. So I used to do that, guys. What I do now, to be honest, I do more of kind of like, so you know, what I've been noticing, chat, is this kind of like setup here, because price has been hesitating a lot of times before the move, and I've been noticing this setup here, chat. It's been happening a lot before drops. Like so if you're like a momentum trader, you love that bearish candle, But then like if you get short here, you're like, okay, well, it's not really going anywhere. Why is it pushing back up? Same thing here. Why is it pushing back up, right? But it's on the way down. It's putting in these lower highs. It's just, right? So I've been noticing that. We had the same setup here, guys, earlier today when I took the shorts. If you noticed that, chat, this was basically the similar setup that I had earlier today, where I got chopped a few times on the way to the downside and finally caught the break once we got back below the 200 EMA, right? Notice how we got all these nasty wicks. Same setup, guys. Same setup from this morning, right? This is 10 o'clock, 10:30 this morning. Price has been kind of given this setup here and kind of forces you to be patient. I wouldn't be surprised here if we get a flush of new lows below 940, to be honest. So I'll go back and kind of look at stuff like that. I don't, or I'll rewatch the stream, like kind of like, okay, let me go back and rewatch market open. See if there's anything I could have done differently, etc. Guys, just trying to get better. Yeah. Is it Emray? Yeah, we trade the New York Open session every day, Monday through Friday. So either PW streaming, which right now he's out in Cali this week. So typically he streams the US Open at 9:30, and then I come on immediately after. But if he's out of town, doing a race or something, handling business, guys, I'm actually obviously I'll do the 9 a.m. stream. Oh man, afterlife's, oh man, you gotta love it. Oh man, I'll rewatch your streams as well. Big Brawley, man, come on, man. Big Brawley, we gave you a 10-minute timeout, man. Was that not enough, sir? This guy, Big Brawley, come on, man. Big Brawley will not give it a rest, chat. You gotta love it. Oh man, what is going on here? Oh, cray with Lil Ray chat. Do you think the ceasefire fails and she tanks overnight? Yeah, I think that could be a possibility. Or we get a major gap down at market open tonight at 6, chat. Right? That's the other thing you got to be mindful of. We could get a gap down at market open tonight, 6 o'clock. Globex open. Similar to yesterday getting that pop. You could get a drop tonight. Who knows? Maybe we can double team and take down Brawley. Yeah, I'm not interested in getting in a wrestling match with Big Brawley, man. I think I'll pass. Oh man. What is stop loss in terms of points do you use on your trades? Yeah, this depends on the setup. A lot of these trades, you'll see me close out some of these trades for if I'm down 10 points, to be honest. If I don't like the price action, you will see that. Make no mistake about it. So 10 points, 15 points. It just depends on what the price action, is kind of giving. So, I'm looking a lot of times at previous candles highs. And if I don't want price to break a previous candle's high, then my stop loss is above that previous candle high, right? Because like here, we've already had a rejection of the EMAs, the 14 EMAs. So why would we have to get back to the EMAs? We literally had a touch, right, of the EMA and rejection back down. So I don't want to see us get back above 25,000, right? In this example, like I wouldn't, if I'm a if I'm a bear, I don't want to see us back above 25,000. What I will say, guys, right now, this looks like a pretty clean W pattern. You guys see that, right? Kind of forming. See how we had to drop, pop, drop again, pop right back up. Looks like a W pattern forming on a 5-minute chart. So pretty clear, chat, at the moment. The Straits is closed again after Israel ignored the ceasefire. Yeah. Spence, how is your free throw shooting, D? Can we get a percentage? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm pretty decent at free throws, chat. You never know what you're going to get here at the BDH. I'll just say stay tuned because we always got something planned. Make no mistake about it. So you might get to see that. You might get to see some of that. Put my skills on display. Yeah, and if you check out PW's IG, guys, yeah, he's out with the trucks. So he's definitely in the desert. Make no mistake about it. Living life. You and PW need to do a meetup for BDH fans. I'd fly down to Florida for that. Yeah, we actually had a car. We attended a car show. I think it was at the end of last year. That was pretty cool. That was actually at Sawgrass Mills Mall in Sunrise, and that was pretty cool to meet some of the BDH fam out there. So we'll see what shapes up, if there's going to be another meetup. But I will say, guys, I'm starting to get spotted more and more. I was driving, actually on my birthday, was leaving the BDH and got spotted by somebody in a car. I was almost to my apartment. Got spotted in traffic. So they kind of flagged me down. So that was I'm still getting kind of used to that. So, but yeah, the meetups are cool because you get to meet people in person, guys. So we'll see if that plays out or not. Yeah, I live in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Do you like country girls? Jeremy, why are you worried about if D-Money likes country girls or not? I don't discriminate on the females. So I grew up in Fort Myers, which is a bit country, guys. It's a bit, right, definitely slower than now. I live obviously on the east coast of the state. It's a lot busier, a lot more things to do, a lot of stuff going on. Grew up in the Fort Myers, Cape Coral area, same high school as Deion Sanders, guys. So that's an area that, you know, it's a lot slower. So looks like Vice President is speaking, chat. Where is he speaking at, guys? Do you like hillbillies? No way. I'm from the same school. North Fort Myers class of 09. Nice. Spy. We need back like we never left. Have no fear. D-Money is here. Make no mistake about it. T-shirts. Let's go. Might be able to make that happen. Is that my Porsche? No, that's actually PW's Porsche, guys. That's PW's Porsche. It's RWB. You gotta love it. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So yeah, I mean, it's somebody saying, when am I going to get into position? Well, there has to be a setup for that to happen. And right now we're just kind of hanging out right at the 14. Called out shorts, called out multiple shorts, guys, already, right? I mean, I've called out multiple trades that were winning trades. Called out shorts on the break up here, right? Called out another short on this break to the downside. So I've called out multiple trades already that would have played. The initial short call from up here was the best setup, guys, if you held it, right? That was about a 100-point drop to the downside. Keep in mind, this is 3:30 in the afternoon, guys. This isn't market open. So I mean, and I've been calling out trades all day, literally, outside of 12:30 and 12:30 to 2. But now you're kind of waiting because this is a W pattern kind of forming on the chart, guys, and it's kind of playing out right now because you had a drop to the downside, push back to the MA, drop to the downside, you got like a little higher low setup and then a push back, right? So if they're really going to push this, then we're headed back towards 25,041. So this is why I'm saying you need to be patient because, you know, do they have enough momentum to kind of push us higher going into the close? That's what it kind of seems like, guys, is that they're going to try to push this possibly going into the close. I held that for a big W. That was a nice call. Nice. Yeah, it looks pretty clear for a W pattern, chat. I mean, right? Now, keep in mind, if you didn't enter, that doesn't mean that you just automatically go long here, guys, right? So, I mean, because if you didn't kind of, when I talked about that, if you didn't kind of see that for yourself and I guess agree with that kind of analysis and you decided to take that trade, then, you know, you can't just, you know, I wouldn't just jump in. You need to have some kind of thought process behind why you're taking some of these setups. So because that W pattern now, technically, we just took out the base, basically, right? We put in a new high. So that can be the completion of that pattern. So just be careful at this level now, right? That already printed, right? If you took it as a W pattern and you rode that momentum up, this candle was about a 25-point pop. If you took it from down here, looking to the left, then you picked up even more trades, so, or even more profit. That's just what it is. Yeah, it needs to have a close above the neckline, but it just popped the neckline, right? So that's what I'm saying. Remember, guys, nothing in trading is 100% all the time. So that might have been it for the pattern, right? Where we pop the neckline and then that's it. But make no mistake about it. In about 10 minutes, you got that 350 time, and a lot of times you get some volatility kind of going into the close, and all of a sudden you're well above that neckline. All right, that could be possible as well. So, what do I think about the 15-200 EMA? Well, I mean, it's sitting down here at 24,737. So that more than likely, because you got like 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes here, chat. Could we get down there before market close? Absolutely. Anything's possible, right? We saw that we had a mixed bag as far as the poll today in the afternoon, as far as up, down, or all around. So it all depends. You know, who wants to hold this? The question's gonna be, chat, is there enough bullish kind of thesis to hold this, or wants or desire, I should say, to hold this going into the close today, chat? That's gonna be the question. Because if the market, if we just had that news that came out with Iran, guys, and that's why I'm saying sometimes you got to know when to be content, right? This account's up over $3,200, chat. Called out multiple trades, even in this session included. You guys saw that were winning trades. Called out the W pattern that would have printed as well if you took that. You got to know like when to be content, guys, because it's going to come to a point where we've had a lot of chop today before the moves. We've had a lot of movement. We've had some pretty good movement, but we've also had quite a bit of chop. So don't forget that. So the reality is that we could easily be in one of these scenarios where we kind of hang out here going into the close, and then all of a sudden that market open at 6 p.m. we get a flush McGush, or we get a pop to the upside, depending on what the news, if there's news that comes out. So, and I do appreciate the support, guys. We hit 1,000 likes again this afternoon, so we're well over 4,000 likes again today, which is cray with Lil Ray Ray, guys. I don't take that for granted. I don't think there's any other stream out there that's putting up anywhere close to that amount of likes, and that just kind of helps grow the channel, guys. We don't get paid off likes. It's just kind of putting this channel in front of more people, helps the algorithm put it in front of more people. That's what it's all about, trying to help grow the stream, do my part. So definitely don't take it for granted, guys. Over 4,000 likes, 3,000 plus this morning, and then over 1,000 this afternoon. So I appreciate it. Vance is speaking right now. Where is he speaking at, though, Ram? Where is he speaking? We can pull that up. Where are you guys watching at? So I have Bloomberg on behind me. He's not there. So where is he speaking? Fox News. All right. So let's go. Let's see if we can pull it up.
States. Iran could no longer
Oh yeah, I see that. All right, let's pull this up, guys. This is Vance speaking, so we need to be aware of that.
She's not going to do that because I don't want my wife jumping out of an airplane. We don't really concern ourselves with what they claim they have the right to do. We concern ourselves with what they actually do. And I think the president's been very clear on the enrichment question. Our position on that has not changed. I think the third thing that he said was Lebanon. Okay, and again, I actually think that is a reasonable misunderstanding, but neither us nor the Israelis said that that was going to be part of the ceasefire. Again, we're working with people to try to get through some of these things, but it's really fundamentally, we're on the right track. We got a lot more to do. We got a lot more that the Iranians are going to have to accept as part of this negotiation, but I think we've got a strong hand and we're going to play it well. Thank you all. Have a safe trip back.
The talks won't happen.
Well,
all right, so we are hearing those responses there from Vice President J.D. Vance, taking the time to answer a few recorder questions. This has been major, as of course we do know that President Trump is now dispatching Vice President Vance, as well as other partners there within the White House, heading to his negotiating team to talk to them by Saturday. So several of Iran's veteran political leaders who were killed in war will not be there. So Iran's delegation is expected to be led by a parliament speaker and a former Revolutionary Guards commander as well. We do expect the foreign minister to also be in attendance. But once again, this was major, as we heard from Vice President J.D. Vance ahead of his trip to the Middle East in order to have some.
So Vance is headed to the Middle East, chat.
And so I do want to put this up on your screen as we've been tracking some of the latest. We also heard earlier today that in the White House press briefing, the confirmation of these talks came after relief over a truce between the United States and Iran is now giving alarm that the fighting is still sort of raging across the region, as we heard there from Vice President J.D. Vance, saying ceasefires are messy. So we'll continue to watch how all of this unfolds, but we do know that world financial markets are on the rise ever since that ceasefire agreement was announced.
Yeah, I see that, guys.
Yesterday.
W patterns playing out, right?
Taking a look there at the Dow Jones,
you gotta love it to the upside.
We'll keep our eye on as Vice President J.D. Vance and other members of the Trump administration are expected to have those negotiation talks this Saturday. In the meantime, though, we do want to continue on with some of our other top stories that we're following. If you've been with us this entire hour here on Live Now from Fox, we also had the opportunity to air out a pretty lengthy press conference that sort of wrapped up the Gilgo Beach murders. If you're not familiar with this was a case where a serial killer, Rex Heuermann, has now officially pleaded guilty in that case. And so,
all right, so that's it for the news there, guys. Right, so we tuned in right where he was kind of ending, but sounds like there's going to be some negotiation. Vance is headed to the Middle East to be a part of the negotiation. It sounds like W pattern played out, chat. Played out to the upside. So who took the longs there? Who took the long kind of breakout? W pattern is still printing to the upside. Somebody kind of said that, oh, the neckline needs to be broken. Well, there it is. You got to love it. And you're coming up on the last 10 minutes of the market being open here, chat, regular hours. So I expect some volatility here kind of going into possibility going into the close. Grab 40 points. Nice. Yeah, and that's the thing here, chat, right? I mean, I've called out even the trades, even like obviously I didn't take another setup here, called out multiple setups, and then you called out the W pattern that was pretty clean. I called that out from here, literally right at 24,000, like 990 area, chat. Kind of saw the W pattern pretty clean playing out. So, I mean, there it is. There's about a 40 point kind of pop from there, and we're rolling. It's rolling to the upside. That was too clean, chat. That was too clean, right? I mean, literally, textbook right off the EMA, back down, push right back up. You saw the higher lows, saw the higher low be put in, and then expansion right back up. Do you look tired? No, I'm actually I'm pretty good. Been having a weird, sometimes I wake up, guys, middle of the night. It's like weird. Deep sleep, wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes you can't go back to sleep. So that's just how it is. Today was hard to trade. Yeah, it was a little choppy. So it was choppy for certain parts of the sessions today, but once you got followed through, it was obviously right. You were able to kind of make up. You were able to kind of wipe away some of the craziness. So we obviously had a lot of chop here. Wanted shorts here, guys. You guys know that. You guys remember that, right? I still have it mapped out on the chart. Wanted shorts because we had the momentum to the downside. Got chopped a few times. Finally got a break right below the 200 EMA. Took shorts there, and then yeah. So I mean, it wasn't as clean as you would like because you had all these crazy wicks, top and bottoms. That's what made it a little bit more difficult. But then it's like, but then all of a sudden you'll get some pretty clean price action, right? Like the W pattern. We had the short here that I took right on the rejection, right back down. That was pretty clean. The shorts here that I took this afternoon were pretty clean, guys, as well, right? So you had some clean setups, but you also had some chop today. So it was a mixed bag, definitely a mixed bag. And there was more upside put in, chat. 25,000, 25,047, and we're in the last 10 minutes here. So you could get some volatility kind of stepping into the market. Oh man, Victor is Big Brawly Man keeping you up at night, D-Money? Yeah, Victor, you've had multiple violations today, sir. So we're gonna time you out for 10 minutes. That'll strategically put you on timeout to the end of the stream, sir. You've had multiple violations today, so that'll put you strategically. You won't be able to come back until tomorrow, sir. So, oh man, you gotta love it. Oh man. Johnny, thank you, D-Money. Thanks for the day. You're a good mentor. Hey, I definitely try, guys. Doesn't mean the price action's always going to be agreeable as far as chop, right? I can't do anything about that. I tried my best to kind of explain what I was looking for. I took trades that made sense from a thought process standpoint, and right, got chopped a few times, but got followed through on some others. So that's just trading in a nutshell. You got to love it. Oh man. What's the P&L at? Yeah, I'm actually up on this account $3,200, guys. So $3,200 up on the account. We'll take that on a chop day. Tomorrow's another day, guys. I will be looking forward to gonna make sure that I'm rolling tomorrow with my Warbucks accounts, because I might be able to capitalize on some of this volatility, chat. Trading some crypto as well, so that'll be tomorrow for sure. Big Brawly has been stalking apartments in Fort Lauderdale looking for D-Money. Legacy, well, guess what? He can't get into my building, so it's pretty secure. So he'll be escorted off the premises by the authorities. So it is what it is. No NQ tomorrow. No, I'll be trading NQ tomorrow, guys. It's just basically if we're ranging or like kind of like consolidating in a range, which, you know, we know the market loves to do that, chat. I'll probably have on some crypto trades as well. In the meantime, why not do both? D-Money, don't you love being violated? Sean, no, I do not. And you're gonna get it. You're gonna get that's probably, I think that's your first violation, Sean. So we're gonna give you you just earned yourself a 10-second timeout there, sir, for trying to insinuate that D-Money likes to get violated. Oh man, Cray with Lil Ray, guys. You're getting an expansion here, back outside of you know, you had the W pattern that played out almost perfectly, and you're just getting an expansion here, kind of going into the close, right? Just putting a high at 25,048.50 current 5-minute candle, and you're coming up on the last 5 minutes of the market being open, chat. Oh man. Next trade, LOL. Yeah, there isn't another trade here, right? So if you didn't catch the W pattern, kind of called out the momentum on the chart. If you didn't catch it, I mean, that was the setup, clearly, right? We've been basically pumping to the upside since 3:30 here, guys. So that was the trade. That's basically kind of going into the market close. Clearly, that was the setup, that W pattern. But I called out multiple trades, guys. Right, pretty good session. Made no mistake about it. Tomorrow we'll be back again, trying to make a little money. See what the market gives us. Can't believe tomorrow's already Thursday, chat. Cray with Lil Ray. D-Money has great sense of humor, good sense of humor. Thank you, D-Money. Really appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you guys for tuning into the streams. Without you guys, there's no me or PW. So we definitely don't take that for granted, guys. Going to continue to try to do the best that I can do. Doesn't mean that every trade's going to be a winning trade. Doesn't mean that I'm always going to get it right. I'm human just like everybody else, chat. So, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to get chopped. So you guys saw that multiple times today. And that's just the market that we're kind of living in right now, where you're getting chopped. Even if they're going to push price in one direction, a lot of times you get chop before the move happens, guys, which is sometimes frustrating, but that's the market, right? That's how the market moves sometimes. So definitely got to continue to push. Did you make good money today? I'm up $3,200. Ailey. So Ailey, we don't know if you're, see the problem with you, Ailey, we don't know if you're a guy or female. So I can't really give you a timeout because we don't know if you're a male or a female. So we don't want to give you a preliminary timeout for no reason, right? So if you come out and say that you're somebody said timeout anyway. Oh man. Yeah, I see that comment here, chat. So Juv TRC, yeah, you definitely you're gonna get yourself a timeout, sir. So you're gonna have to come back tomorrow because we're gonna make sure that there's no more violations for you today here, sir. So gonna give you a five-minute timeout to strategically allow you to come back tomorrow, trying to inquire if D-Money likes hot dogs. So yeah, you're definitely you're gone for the rest of the session. Oh man, D-Money, isn't W pattern basically equal low? Yeah, I mean it is an equal low, or kind of like a double bottom, you can even say, right? More like a double bottom, because I think sometimes people get kind of caught in the mind state, chat, that it has to be a perfect kind of setup, right? Like, oh, it has to be exact equal low for this to qualify. It doesn't, chat, because a lot of times you will not get that. We're talking about NQ here. We know NQ loves to do what it wants. So don't count on price, perfectly kind of giving you these setups. But this, in my opinion, was close enough to qualify as a W pattern, guys. Right? Kind of like a double bottom. You can call it a double bottom, W pattern. So, and there you go. There's more upside. So you gotta love it. Am I a ghost? I asked about Corn Dog Tim many times, and even a timeout. Jim, so you're saying you wanted a timeout? So hey, Jim, we can give you a timeout, sir. There's the pop here, guys, going into the close. You gotta love it. There's 25,075. W pattern played out to a T, chat. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. Going into that 4 o'clock time frame. You gotta love that. So basically, since the kind of call out that W pattern formed, guys, that's 100 points back to the upside. You gotta love it. Trader Debs, D-Money, thanks for the explanation. I took the W pattern after you said it and took a W. Nice, congrats, Trader Debs. Nice price action today. Some parts of the day had nice price action. Yes, right, I'll say that. Some parts of the day had nice price action, chat. Some parts were choppy, so. Are we back to the ORB bottom? Yep. You're Brave Day, you're absolutely correct. We are officially right back at the opening range candles low, believe that or not, guys. How funny is that with NQ? You gotta love it, chat. Right? We're kind of right now, we're back inside of the ORB. You gotta love it, chat. Sometimes you just gotta laugh about it. I know that sometimes you can't laugh from crying, guys, but sometimes you honestly gotta laugh at it. Some of the things that NQ does, because it like doesn't make sense. So cray with Lil Ray. Why didn't you take that you signed the W pattern? Yeah, I was already up, guys. $3,200 on the account. I was content with that. Just kind of called out. People wanted to know what the next setup was, and I kind of just said that, hey, it looks like a W pattern's forming, right? And I kind of gave the setup there. So called out multiple trades this session, guys. I think I took at least 3 or 4 trades in this session. That's enough in a 2-hour period when you had news that came out, guys. Keep in mind, we had news that came out, chat. So that's you got to be mindful of that. I know that, yeah, I'm streaming and all of that, but I took multiple trades even after that news came out in regards to Iran saying that, hey, maybe the ceasefire is not gonna work. So gotta love it. D-Money, you made this day awesome. Thank you so much for your wisdom and patience. Yeah, I definitely try. I appreciate the kind words, guys. I don't think I got stuff I got to work on as well, just like the next person. So I don't claim to be the world's best trader or any of that stuff, guys. I'm just trying to be better, get a little better every day, chat. So the cool part about my job is that I get to kind of share that with you guys, right? The journey doesn't mean that every trade's going to work. I wish that it would, right? But that's not how life works in general. So it's the same in trading, guys. But I definitely try. So I appreciate the kind words. And I actually got a few birthday, believe it or not, happy birthday belated messages, chat. So I appreciate that, because I've still had like happy belated birthday messages flowing in to my DMs. So I appreciate it. Well, that's all she wrote, guys. I'm gonna call it. And tomorrow's another day. Don't you worry. We'll be back. Have a slam. I made 700 and locked myself out. Nice. Today was my birthday and I passed 3 Apex evals. Thanks and happy birthday, twin. Shout out to Roger Williams, 628. Happy birthday to Roger, guys. Shoot him a happy birthday in the chat. Where's the P&L? Yeah, $3,200, up $3,200. So Night D-Money from sunny London. Hope you had a lovely birthday. Hey, Carla, I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it was nice and chill, so I appreciate that. If you guys haven't checked out the birthday celebration video, it's up on YouTube, guys, on the same channel, obviously. So go to the video section. You can click on it. Kind of highlights the fun that we had here at the BDH on Monday. Gotta love it. Why don't you wear glasses to protect your eyes? Yeah, it's not that, guys. Sometimes my eyes get a little dry. That's all it is. I used to wear contacts, got LASIK, and sometimes my eyes get a little dry. So there's nothing, but actually have like 20/10 vision, guys, which is a little bit better than 20/20. So there's nothing wrong from a vision standpoint. It's just that sometimes my eyes get a little dry. That's all. Once again, masterclass today, D-Money, great job. Hey, Brave Day, I appreciate the kind words. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it here. Pretty good day overall. The count's up $3,200. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. trying to make a little monies, and we'll see what we can get. Make no mistake about it. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, maybe you're wondering when we stream. That question comes up pretty much a couple times a day at least. We rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. So I'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock, guys, Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, D was already up 800 from this morning, but hit 40% consistency with Tradeify. Thanks to the $400 long idea you just confirmed for me. Hey, congrats. You did all the work though. I don't hit buy and sell for anybody, so congrats on that. Kelly, thanks DMONEY. Love the show, bro. Listen every day. Peace. Hey, peace. Have a good one. LOL, your line is make no mistake about it, but you are the most informative to watch. Hey, I appreciate that, Zed. Yeah, I definitely got a few sayings that I love to use. So, but I'll be back tomorrow, chat. Have a good night, good afternoon, wherever you're at, and tomorrow we'll do it again. So until then, stay safe. I'm gone.